This represents a realistic and composed interaction between a judge and a man appearing in propria persona, challenging the court's jurisdiction for educational and entertainment purposes only. Clerk, court is now in session. The Honorable Judge presiding. Judge. State your name for the record. Defendant. I appear as a man in propria persona. I reserve all rights and waive none. Judge. Are you Mr. John Doe? Defendant. I am commonly called John, a living man. I am here by special appearance to challenge jurisdiction only. Judge. This is a traffic matter. Do you understand the charges against you? Defendant. Your Honor, before I proceed, I require the court to establish, on the record, that it has personal jurisdiction over me. Judge. We have jurisdiction over all matters occurring in this state. Defendant. Respectfully, geographic location is not sufficient. I'm asking for proof of personal jurisdiction over the living man present here today. Is the court asserting that jurisdiction is presumed, or can it be proven on the record? Judge. Jurisdiction is granted through the statutes of this state. Defendant. Is the court asserting statutory jurisdiction? If so, does that apply to a living man not acting in commerce and not party to any contract with the state? Judge. If you are challenging the law, you can take it up with the legislature. Defendant. I'm not challenging the law, Your Honor. I'm asking you to apply it in accordance with your oath of office. I'm simply requiring the source of law that grants this court jurisdiction over my person. Please answer the question. Judge. This is not the proper forum to argue constitutional theory. Defendant. If this forum can apply the law, then it is the correct forum to justify that law's application. If this is not the forum to raise a constitutional objection, how can it lawfully enforce a statute that affects my rights under that constitution? Judge. This court has the authority to hear this matter and will proceed. Defendant. Then, for the record, I demand the court identify whether this is a court of record operating under Article 3 judicial authority or an administrative tribunal operating under legislative authority. Judge. You're being disruptive. This is your last warning. Defendant. I respectfully object. I am exercising my right to due process and to challenge the court's jurisdiction. I have not disrupted these proceedings. Judge. We are proceeding with the case. How do you plead? Defendant. I do not consent to entering a plea. I do not consent to these proceedings. I require the court to first prove jurisdiction before continuing. Judge. Noted. The court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Defendant. Let the record reflect. I have not authorized the court to represent me, nor to enter any plea. I object and do not consent. I reserve all rights at law and in equity. Any action taken by this court under assumed authority is done without my consent and under protest. Would you like me to break this down into mini scripts for training, or expand it to include what happens next in the proceeding when the court continues despite objection? Like and follow for more videos like this.